everybody, and welcome back to FedEx Gaming. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to build the entire Five Nights at Freddy's 3 map. Now, if you want to learn how to build the first, and apparently I did not save the second one, but if you want to learn how to build the first and the second one, I'll have linked to those in the description below. Now, the cool thing about Five Nights at Freddy's 3 map is it's extremely small. I was actually not going to do this build right away, but then once I looked at the whole entire layout, I noticed this build is very, very small besides the air ducts or air vents, whatever you want to call them, that go into it. So let's go ahead and just jump on down to here. I'll show you everything and then we'll go right into the build. Now, like I said, this build is very small, so there's not that many props in this build. So right here is where our security guard sits, so we can go ahead and sit down inside our little chair. And then we have our trash bin here. We have the box with the little masks inside of them. I just used a Steve and a zombie head. We could see the decrepit Freddy over there that is sitting up on that post. And then of course we have our nice little table, and I couldn't really make a fan. And then over here is the vent system, which you can't really see, but we'll go through the vents later on. There's really not much going inside those vents. So if we just step out over here, here's camera number 1 facing towards the exit. And of course you can do whatever you like out of here. You can do whatever you want around the entire building, make an awesome looking Five Nights at Freddy's building. Next we have another vent right here. Let's just look inside of it really quick. There you see, it's just the vent, guys, nothing to it. And then we're gonna go ahead and move over to the first hallway, and camera number 2, here is camera number 2 with the vent system behind it, and then it's facing towards our decrepit Freddy with that glowing eye. And then let's just move back over to here, and then here is the second hallway with camera number 3 and 4. Camera number 3 is usually facing down right here at this and this area where you can't see anything, and then camera number 4 right here is usually facing down like this towards our Foxy head. I should actually, I might move this camera back to right here when I show how to build it, because I feel like this is actually a little bit too close. So let's go ahead and move on to the next hallway. This hallway has nothing in it, but it has those like little pizzas on the sides of the walls, and then it has 2 posts here. This is camera number 5, I believe, which is facing this way, and usually you'll see like Springtrap right there, or you'll see Springtrap right up in your face. Next we're going to go move over to the gaming hallway right here, which has the little arcade machines. We have the yellow one, the orange one, and I really couldn't tell what color this one was, so I just picked a light gray color, but it shows like it's straight on, so you can't really see the color. But this one is orange, and this one actually is a bunch of colors, but it was mostly yellow. And then here is the camera right here that faces right down at this arcade machine like that. And then right here is another camera which faces down at these two, and you'll normally see that Chica face pop up on the screen right here. And then there's the vent right behind them, which you'll normally sometimes see Springtrap pop out right here, right behind this arcade machine. And then of course they hook together, and then that's why it's lit up in here. This is not supposed to be bright in here. And then that goes all the way around towards the other exit. Next we can move over into this hallway that has the presents and has the Chica head right here that glows, and then it also has the marionette's face right here. So I decided to add that in too, but you normally can't really see that marionette's face, but I really wanted to add everything in here. And as you see, the camera looks straight down right here, and you'll normally see the marionette face kind of like this. The camera's supposed to be in the corner, but I couldn't do it because the marionette's face was here. But it's supposed to be like right here, and you'll sometimes see Springtrap here, you'll see him here, you'll see him back there, and then usually you always see that marionette's face right there, unless you can't see it when it's too dark. And then last but not least is the last hallway, and there's actually supposed to be a block right here. Here's the last hallway, which has the first camera that aims down to right over here, and then there's a vent system right there. As you see, if I look over here, let's just run down it really quick. There goes the vent system all the way down. And if you're wondering what I'm using, since I am using the plastic texture pack, these are furnaces. I picked the furnace because it has that metallic feel to it, and I looked at it on the normal texture pack and it looks just fine as well, but I highly recommend using something gray because it is a vent. And then over here is the last camera that faces right down over this exit sign like this. And then of course there's supposed to be a poster right here, but I couldn't really fit it in. And then there's the last vent system that loops all the way back around to the beginning and this first little area right here. Now, like I said, this thing is very small, guys, so this video should be a pretty quick one. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. All right, guys, so for this build, we're going to need a 34 by 28 spacing. So once you've gotten your 34 by 28 spacing, what I want you to do is go to the bottom left-hand corner right over here, and we're gonna count over 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And right here is where we're going to be starting. All right, guys, so I just wanted to give a heads up before we started building this. This is technically all down in the ground by 1. What I mean by that is pretty much pretend like this is your grass right here, like that. Now, if you've already built this whole little layout before I said this, don't worry, guys. All you have to do is literally just remove each block like this while you are actually placing down your walling blocks like so. So if you did the whole entire line already and you just want to replace this with your walling blocks, that's absolutely fine too. So let's go ahead and start building this thing. All right, guys, so as you can see at the bottom left, there's a yellow block. That's where I told you to start this build from. So for this square right here, we're going to need an 11 by 8 spacing. Once you've gotten your 11 by 8 spacing, next what I want you to do is take out some stone slabs, and we're literally going to just stone slab this whole area up. So just go like this and put stone slabs across the whole entire bottom of your 11 by 8 spacing. Once you've slabbed your entire 11 by 8 spacing, next what I want you to do is take out some stone bricks and put it around the whole entire border of your 11 by 8 spacing, skipping the areas that have our doors. This is where our door is going to be, so literally just bring this right around your entire stone slabbed area like that, and right here is where one of our vents are going to be, so make sure you skip this block right here and just bring this all the way around like so. Make sure you go around the whole entire thing like that. Next, what I want you to do is go around it one more time, but before we do that, we're going to come right over here to the top left-hand corner, and we're going to go up one block like this with our walling, and then over two. 1, 2, so it should look something like that. There should be 4 blocks right here, and then what we're going to do is right here is going to be our window, so we're going to put glass going all the way down until we're 1 block from this corner, and then we're going to come up like this and put another row of glass like so. So it should look something like this, guys. So the glass is going to be 2 blocks in from the wall and 1 block in from this side. And we're literally just going to stone the rest of it up like this. Make sure you go up at least 4 blocks all the way around the tops of this glass, and literally just do this around the whole entire thing. Come up 4 blocks on each corner all the way around the entire thing. Now when you come over here to your vent system, make sure you come up 1 block just like that, so you can actually go inside of your vent system, and then just go ahead and bring this all the way around. Alright guys, so once you've gotten all your walls put in, what I want you to do is come to the bottom left hand corner, and we're going to count over 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to count up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Right here, we're going to delete this block, put an ender portal frame right here. Next, what we're going to do is put a block right above our ender portal frame like that. Put a rail on top of it with a minecart. Then we're going to go ahead and delete this block. The minecart will fall down inside here. All right, guys, next what I want you to do is face your back towards your window like this and put your staircase next to your minecart. Now, if you can't get your staircase next to your minecart, if it does this where you can't put it in, just put it 1 more away from it like that. You know what? I'm just going to go 1 away like this, even though I can do it right here. Next, what I want you to do is put a piston facing towards your staircase like this, and then send power to that piston by putting a redstone torch or a redstone block. Then all you have to do is just delete it, and then do it 1 more time if you have to, like this, and push your staircase inside of your minecart, and there is our nice little seat for our security guard done. Next, what I want you to do is come over here to this corner of the window, come up 2 slabs like that, and then put 2 slabs right here like this, upside down, 1, 2, and then come up 2 more right here. Next, what I want you to do is take out some item frames and put an item frame here, an item frame here, and then go ahead and put a carpet of any color you want inside of your item frame, making nice little drawers. Next, what I want you to do is put a cauldron right next to this. This is going to be our trash can. Next, what I want you to do in this corner is put down brown wool or brown stained clay. I'm going to be using brown stained clay, and then put a Steve head and a zombie head or whatever you really want to on top of it to represent masks. Next, what we need is paintings to act as our posters. So I'm just going to throw a painting right back here. That's fine. And then right here on this glass, and this glass has to be a 1 tall painting. So I usually just go like this, and then I put a painting here like that, and then a painting here like that. I don't want 2 of the same one, so it's okay. Really? There we go, and that's going to be our posters that are on our window, and that is the entire inside of your security guard station done. If you want to add any of your own props inside here, you can even change up this whole entire thing. Do whatever you like, guys. Next, we're going to do this little outside area. I'm not going to be giving the definite spacing. Literally just put a 3 wide walkway around the whole entire side of the security guard station. It will look something like that, guys. So just put a nice little 3 wide going right next to the security guard station all the way around to here. Next, what we're going to do is take out our half slabs and literally just half slab this whole entire area up. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead, and then I'll come back once this whole entire area is done being half slabbed. Once you got in that whole entire little area slabbed up, next what I want you to do is just go around the whole entire thing with a 4 high stone brick wall. So go around the whole entire thing, and then right here we're just going to go above it 2 like that to indicate a doorway for our exit. And literally, guys, just go around the whole entire thing, and of course make sure to skip this little area for the vent system as well. So I'll come right back once we are done putting this wall in. Alright guys, so once you got your wall put in around your security guard station, come down to over here at the top right hand corner, and then 3 blocks up, we're going to count over 3. So 1, 2, 3, delete this block, and put 2 slabs like this. Those are going to indicate 2 little vents. I guess they're air duct vents or something like that. And then over here where our vent system is for our animatronics to go through, we're going to come right up here and we're going to count over 2 blocks. 1, 2, delete these 2, and put 2 more air vents like that. Then right to the left of this air vent, we're going to go ahead and put a fence post in with 2 brown stained clay blocks like that. And then right here on the middle brown stained clay block, we're going to put a sign, Then right on the top line of the sign, we're gonna go inside, and then we're gonna go over to the left with our symbol. So press LT to go to your symbols. We're gonna put in a less than sign, go back over to the right hand side and put in an O like that. Do not make it uppercase, make it just lowercase. Then go back and then use a greater than sign like that, and that's gonna be our little bow tie for our decrepit Freddy on his little post. And then for his face, we're gonna put another sign. Then this top little area, we're gonna use 2's, underscores, or slashes, whatever. We're gonna put 2 of those in, so put 1, and then press space 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put another one in, press start, and then right underneath it, we're gonna put 2 uppercase O's. So go into uppercase and put in an uppercase O, and then press it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, and then we're gonna put another uppercase O like that. Those are gonna be his eyes. Then right here, we're gonna go over to, I believe this is the symbol for yen or something like that. I forget what it is. I'm pretty sure it's yen. I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna go ahead and put one of these little symbols in right here for his nose. And then right underneath it, we're gonna go ahead and put in 7 of these symbols right here for his bottom teeth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's our nice little decrepit Freddy. You can use whatever you like, guys. It really doesn't matter how you want to make his face or whatever. Once you got your Freddy in, just turn around right here, and this is where our first camera is going to be going right here. So right where your doorway is, literally just go over one more, put down an iron bar, and then go ahead and put in an upside down slab. I like using netherrack for my cameras. You can use whatever you like. And then also just make sure to go like this right here. So now you have your nice little doorway. So that's our whole entire security guard station, and also the little hallway right here where Springtrap and them come through. Alright guys, so now we're going to be starting off on our first hallway. This hallway is going to be a 5 by 13 spacing. Now, just a heads up guys, the hallway right next to it is also going to be a 5 by 13 spacing. And then the 2 hallways right up here as well are both going to be a 5 by 13 spacing as well. So if you want to go ahead and put in all these hallways right now, all 4 of these hallways are all going to be a 5 by 13 spacing. However, once you've gotten that 5 by 13 spacing in, what you do is come to the bottom left-hand corner, and we're going to start doing our checkerboard pattern for our floorings. So just start making a nice little checkerboard pattern. I usually like starting with white first because I use black along my little sides right here. But of course, if you're not doing that, it really doesn't matter, guys. So once you've gotten your checkerboard pattern in like this, then we can go ahead and use our black like that. I'll just do this first one with you guys, but then I'll probably just skip ahead because, well, I really don't have to. They're actually pretty fast to do like that. There we go. So once you've gotten your floor put in, and what I want you to do is take out gray stained clay, or you can also use gray wool. It really doesn't matter. And we're just going to put a little line around this whole entire thing like this. Also make sure to, keep this little area open over here for the vents. It's very easy to know where the vents and the doors are for these hallways, since I always usually put them one away from the sides of the walls. And then what we're going to do is just bring that all the way down across this whole entire thing like this. Oh, I went one too far. Sorry. There we go. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. They're going to be all the same color anyway. And we're going to go like that. So that's going to be our entire first little hallway done right here. And then what we're going to start doing is our checkerboard pattern for our walling. So to do the checkerboard pattern for your walling, I usually like starting right down here at this bottom left-hand corner. Now, this is going to start everything. This wall is literally going to go around all of these areas into every single area. So right here is going to be the start of it. So if you want to start with white, or if you want to start with black, start here, guys. So we're going to put a white block like this. And then we're going to go ahead and put a black one right here. And then, I usually go like this just to make sure, I got it right. But it's pretty easy to know what to do. So if there's like a doorway right here like this, just skip one and put the same colored block in like that. So it should look something like this. And then just keep going around the whole entire thing with your checkered pattern until you hit a doorway. So usually on the other side of the door is going to be the same color. And then we're going to go ahead and go all the way around it. Just keep going all the way around the entire thing like this. There we go. And now the second one is very easy to do because all you have to do is the opposite colors on top of these ones. And then right here where our vent system is, we are going to put a block right here. Just make sure you can get inside your vent system, guys. And then we're going to go around the whole entire thing. And then we can go ahead and do this right here as well. Just make sure you can get inside the doorway for your second hallway right here. And then just keep going around the whole entire thing. Alright guys, so I almost forgot, make sure to put 2 blocks right here as well, just so you can hide that little area. So once you got your checkerboard pattern put in, what I want you to do is take out a light gray stained clay, or you can use a light gray wool, and we're literally going to just cap this whole entire area off. If you've seen all my other Five Nights at Freddy's videos, it's pretty much going to be the same thing over and over again, guys, throughout this whole entire thing, because there's really nothing else to this build. So we're just going to go around this whole thing, cap it off, and that's going to be our first hallway done. Now for our props, we're going to put a camera right here at the bottom right hand corner like this. We're going to go ahead and put an iron bar and then just put a slab upside down. You can do whatever kind of cameras you want. Then right here on this wall, we're going to skip one block over from our little security guard hall, and we're going to go ahead and put a painting right here. Actually, I got the first paint. That's the one I actually wanted, but you could do whatever kind of paintings you want. And then usually like I like to put a painting that's only one long. Come on, please don't do this to me. There we go. And then I usually like putting another painting right here that is usually too high, but you know what? Let's just go like this. No. Wow, you kidding me, right, game? Okay, game, you want to play games? There we go. We're going to play games with the game. Boop, there we go. We're going to go ahead and go like that with 2 paintings. And then right here at the end of the hallway, we're going to go ahead and put another one of those decrepit Freddys like we did over here. However, we're going to change this one eye up so it kind of looks like it's lit up or it's just squinting. So we're going to put a post right here. And then we're going to go ahead and put 2 brown stained clay blocks like that. Then for the middle one, we're going to take out our signs and we're going to put a sign down and do his nice little bow tie. So just go into the first area, put in your less than sign, and then we're going to go back over. We're going to go ahead and put a O in, and then go back over and then put in our greater than sign like that. So there's his nice little bow. And then for his face, we're going to do the same exact thing like we did over there. We're going to do 2 of these ones right here. So 1, then press space 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put another one in, press start. Then on the second line, instead of using a uppercase O, we're going to go over and we're going to use one of these weird symbols and press the space bar 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back over and then put an uppercase 0 or uppercase O, sorry, in like that. So now he has like kind of like that squinting eye. Then we're going to go ahead and do the yen symbol or whatever this thing is like that. And then under here, we're going to do 7 under teeth with this one right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's our decrepit Freddy for this hallway. All right, guys, our next hallway is going to be the same as the other one. It's going to be a 5 by 13 spacing. And remember to count from this block. Don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you're going to mess up, guys. Make sure you count from the actual block itself and then over. So like I said, every single one's gonna be a 5 by 13 spacing, and then just follow the checkerboard pattern in from this room. So there's a white block right here. So then we're gonna put black, white, and then go from here and put our entire checkerboard pattern in. I'm just gonna skip ahead. Once you got your checkerboard pattern in, take out your gray stained clay or gray wool and just bring that around the entire lip of your 5 by 13 spacing. Once that's put in, go ahead and follow your checkerboard pattern from over here. So there's a white block right here. So black, white, and then go around the whole entire thing, guys, with your checkerboard pattern. Once you've gotten your checkerboard pattern in, go ahead and cap the thing off with a light gray stained clay or a light gray wool. So once you got your room done, now we can go ahead and do the props. So right here at this bottom corner, we're going to go ahead and put an iron bar right here with a slab upside down to match this camera that faces right here down at this corner. And then over here, we're going to go over 3 black blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then put another camera right here that's going to be facing your foxy head. Then right here for your foxy head, I like using orange wool. You can also use red wool because I know he's supposed to be red, but I think he looks more orange to me. Then right on top of him, we're going to go ahead and put a fence post, well, fence gate, I mean, on top of him. And then go to this side and open it up. That's going to be his ears. And then we're going to go ahead and put his face on him. We're going to need a sign for this. So take out a sign and we're going to go ahead and do his face. So for the first line, we're going to do our little underscore. So we're going to come over here, press it once, and then press space 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then put another one, press start. Then underneath it, what we're going to do is one of those weird symbols for his eye patch eye like that. Press the spacebar 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then put in a uppercase O like that. Then next for his nose, what I like to do is go over to the accents page and we're going to press over LT 2 times, 1, 2, and you're going to find the O with a weird triangle looking thing above it. It should be this one right here. And then we're going to make it uppercase and then click it like that and then press start and now he'll have his little nose. Then for his mouth, what I did was I used 2 uppercase V, so go over to V and use 2 of them, 1, 2, and then use 3 small ones, 1, 2, 3, and then use 2 big ones one more time. And that's what I did for his mouth, and then press done. And there's our little foxy head on the wall. Then right next to the foxy head, I went right down here to this corner and I went ahead and put in a painting like that. That one's too bright. There we go. Put a nice little dark painting in right there. And then over here by this camera, I also put a nice little painting like that as well. Obviously, you can do whatever you like right here. But there you guys have it. That is the second hallway completely done. Alright guys, and for our next hallway, you guessed right, we're going to need a 5 by 13 spacing once again. And then of course we're going to start off by doing our checker pattern. It's very easy to do. Just follow this one from right in here. So there's a black stained clay block, so we're going to go ahead and put a white stained clay block. And then literally just put in your checkerboard pattern. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead. Once you got your checkerboard pattern in, take out your gray stained clay and just bring that around the entire lip of your build like this. Go around the entire thing. Make sure to skip those little areas for the doorway so you just remember where your doorways are. Then we can go ahead and put in our checker pattern for our walling. Literally just follow this one right here. So we're going to put white stained clay here. And then of course this one's going to be black. And then we're going to go around this whole entire thing with a checkerboard pattern. Once you got your pattern put in on your wall, go ahead and take out your light gray stained clay and then just cap the entire top area off. Now the props for this room are extremely easy. Over here to the bottom left hand corner is where our camera will be going, so go ahead and put your iron bar in here and your upside down slab right here for your camera. And then on this wall we're going to take out some item frames, and we're going to put an item frame here, and then one up here like that, and those are going to represent the pizzas on the wall. That's pretty much like the best I could do. You could put something inside the item frames if you really want to. And then on this side of this wall there's supposed to be 2 large posters. There we go, just put in something like that. I liked using the Starry Night one though because it's a lot darker looking. There we go, that one I used on the wall, but I went ahead and put 2 paintings in like that, and this is where the camera will be facing. You'll see Springtrap right there or right there. So once you've gotten that hallway done, we can move on to our next hallway, and yes, this one is going to also be a 5 by 13 spacing. Once you've gotten your 5 by 13 space, you can go ahead and start doing your checkerboard pattern. So what I did was I usually start over here from where this doorway is. So where you see this black stained clay, go ahead and put a white one, and then of course just do your whole entire checkerboard pattern. Once you got your pattern put in, go ahead and put in your gray stained clay around the whole entire lip of it. Once you've gotten your gray stained clay, now you can go ahead and do your pattern on your wall. So I usually start from right over here, and then of course there's going to be a black one like that, and then a white one, and then just follow this whole little area around. So I just, like I said before, just skip this doorway and put another black one because they're going to be the same on both sides of your doorway, and then literally just go around the whole entire thing. Once you got your pattern put in, go ahead and cap it off with light gray stained clay. Next, what we can go ahead and do is start putting in our props. So right above this doorway is where our camera is going to be going like that. Then I want you to go ahead and take out a red stained clay block or a wool one and put a red stained clay block here, then put a green one, and then put a red one like that. Then right above the green one, we're going to put a blue stained clay block, and then right next to it, we're going to put a light blue one like that for our presents. Then we're going to go ahead and skip over 2 blocks, well 3 actually, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put a yellow block just like that for Chica's head, and then we're going to go ahead and put our Chica face right here. Then for Chica's face, what I like to do is the same thing usually as Freddy's, is use these underscores right here and then press it 6 times, space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use another one, press start, and then for his eyes, we're going to use 2 of those weird symbols. So we're going to go right here and use this one like this, and then press it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then put another one down like that. And then underneath it, we're going to use an uppercase V for his mouth, like this. And then we're going to skip down 1 and use another uppercase V for his mouth again. And like I said, you can do whatever faces you want, guys, but that's how I did mine. Once you got your Chica's face put in, what I want you to do is put in 3 paintings right here. So 1, 2, nope, this one's supposed to, no, there we go. No, I want to use a different color. Come on, there we go. 2, and then put 1 right here that is normally too high. And I finally got the painting, so it should look something like that. And then right up here in this upper corner, we're going to go ahead and put in a sign right here, and this is where our marionette's face is going to be going. So on the top lines right here, we're going to use 2 uppercase O's. So use an uppercase O right here, and then press it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 6 times, 6, and then use another one. Then underneath the eyes, we're going to use 2 lines. So go over to your symbols page, and then right here underneath your greater than sign, there should be this little symbol, and then press it 6 times, wait, 7 times, sorry, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and those are the little lines that go underneath his eyes. And then I just gave him a surprised look because I can't really make a giant mouth, so there we go. And there's our nice little marionette right up here in the corner. And then I almost forgot we have to put at least 1 more painting in, so come right over here to where Chica's head is, and we're gonna count over 1 block and then up 1 block, and then put a painting right here. No, I got it perfectly. I don't want to use the horse one, but there's really not that many paintings to use it. And there you guys have it. That's those 2 entire hallways done and completed. All right, guys. So once you've gotten these 2 hallways done, we're gonna go ahead and move over right here to the left-hand side of these 2 hallways, and we're gonna make this little spacing a 5 by 10 spacing, and we're gonna go ahead and do our checkerboard pattern. This one's actually pretty small, so I'll just do this one with you guys. So let's go ahead and just make a nice little checkerboard pattern. This gives us time to talk because I noticed something. I did not put Springtrap inside of this build, but I really didn't have an area to put them in. So wherever you want to put Springtrap throughout this whole entire thing, you can go ahead and put them wherever you like. You can even put them in the security guard area and make Springtrap the security guard. Then once you got your checkerboard pattern, you take out your gray stained clay and bring that right along the bottom, and of course skip this little area over for our vent system like that. Next, what we can go ahead and do is do our checkerboard patterning around our walling. So right over here, I like to go ahead and just put a white stained clay like that, and then just go around the whole entire thing. Once you got your walling in, go ahead and cap it off with your light gray stained clay. Now, surprisingly, this area is actually going to be the hardest area just because of the props. We have to make our little arcade games or little game stations for our little area right here. So what I like to do is right off of this one first, we're going to go ahead and put in 2 yellow blocks. That's going to be our yellow game station. Then right here off this doorway, we're going to use 2 orange blocks for this one. And then this one was the only one I really couldn't tell what color it was. So I'm just going to be using light gray stained clay because it was like a blackish grayish color. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then right on top of each second one, we're gonna take out an item frame and put an item frame on top of each one and go ahead and put a glass pane inside of each one for the screens. Then right above them, I like to use black carpet, and I put black carpet right above every single one of them like that. And then we're going to take out a sign, and now this is where it's going to get a little tricky. We're going to come right down here, and then what we're going to do on the first line is we're going to use an uppercase O, so put an uppercase O in, and then press the space bar 10 times, or space, which is Y for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to go ahead and press done. That's going to be our joystick for our game. And then for the second row, we're going to go right here, and we're going to press the space bar 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, and then use a lowercase O, press done. Then for this one right here, we're going to press over the space bar twice, 1, 2, and then use another lowercase O, press the space bar once, or why do I keep saying space bar, and then press O again, like that. So then we're gonna have 2 little O's like this, and then right underneath this one, we're gonna press the space bar once. Stop saying space bar. We're gonna press space once, and then press lowercase O again, and those are gonna be the 4 buttons and our joystick for our game, like that. See, the little 4 buttons and our nice little joystick. And we're gonna do this one to every single one of these ones. So I'm gonna do it one more time. So first off is gonna be our uppercase O, and then we're gonna press space 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then underneath it, we're gonna go inside our second row and press the space twice, 1, 2, then use a lowercase O, start. Then we're gonna press the space once underneath that and use a lowercase O, press space again and use another lowercase O like that. And then underneath this one, we're gonna press space 1 time, 1, and use another lowercase O for there. And that's gonna be our joystick and our 4 buttons. And now we're gonna do this one more time right here. So once you've gotten your arcade systems put in, turn around, and right up here in this corner, we're gonna go ahead and put in a camera like that. And then right over here where these 2 are, we're gonna put another camera, one away from this doorway, facing downwards towards our vent, and these 2 little areas where the Chica pops up on this arcade system. And you are now completely done with this hallway, and we can move over to the last and final hallway, which is going to be right over here. Now it's easy to know where this one's supposed to go, because right here where this doorway is, it will lead right into this one. And for this one, we are going to need a 12 by 5 spacing. So once you've gotten your 12 by 5 spacing, we can go ahead and start on our checkerboard pattern. This one's a very small one too, so I'm just going to skip ahead though, guys. Once you've gotten your pattern put in, take out your gray stained clay and just bring it around the sides. Make sure to skip this one little area right here for our vent system. It's easy to know where it is because right when you walk in is where your vent system is going to be. And we're just going to bring this around the whole entire lip. Right here is going to be the exit door, and we're just going to bring this all the way around. Once you've gotten that put in, go ahead and put in your pattern around the wall. So starting from here, we're going to go like this and just go ahead and put your pattern all the way around the entire wall. Once you've gotten your entire pattern put in, go ahead and cap it off with light gray stained clay. And now all we have to do is our props. So right up here in this corner, we're going to go ahead and put a camera like that. And then over here, we're going to go off the 3rd white block. So 1, 2, 3, and put another camera right here. Then right above this doorway, there's going to be an exit sign. So go underneath one line and then put in all caps exit. So E, why is my thing going crazy? E, X, I, T for exit. And I also forgot to put the exit sign on the other one, but that is it, guys. That's all the entire hallway's done. And I'm gonna go over here real quick, and right above this doorway is supposed to be another exit sign. So go right here and put in another exit sign like this. There we go, beautiful. And that's both our exit signs done. Oh, I just threw out the signs. Well, we no longer need those signs. So there you guys go. That is all the hallways completely done. And now all we have to do is our vent systems. So we're going to start off by doing our vents from our security guard station because it's the easiest spot to start off from. So you see right here, all you have to do is come 1 block out, and you should already have this here for your security system. And we're just going to hook it right up to this one. I see it comes right off through the middle one right here, and literally just make a nice little line connecting these 2 together. And then all you have to do is just cover it up so you can't see anything like this. And then just bring this all the way around like that. And then just cap it off so no one can see it. Like I said, use furnaces if you're using the plastic texture pack, because the furnaces look really nice when using the plastic one for this little vent system like that. Next, what we're going to do is from here, where now that these 2 are hooked up together, we're going to have to hook this one up all the way down to this little area for this exit right here. Now, the only thing you have to remember by doing this is make sure you do not put it right next to the wall. Make sure it comes 1 block out from the wall, and you won't need to really know the spacing, guys. Just make sure it comes 1 block out from this wall and just hook it up from here to all the way over here. That's all you have to do. So literally just hook it up from there all the way to over here. So I'm just going to speed up, guys, till I'm almost done completing this. Now, the reason why I wanted to make sure you guys come out at least one block from the wall so you can use all the same color for your vent system. If you had it right next to the wall, then your vent system would have looked like that, and that would have looked really gross, guys. So once you've gotten all your lines put in, then just cap off the top so your whole entire area is hidden. And there you guys have it. That is our first vent system completely set up so you can go through the whole entire thing. And of course, if you want to set up redstone in here and actually make a working, functioning Five Nights at Freddy's 3 map, you can also put a block in here to block off this vent system so, you know, Freddy and them can't get, Freddy. So Springtrap can't get through here. And then, of course, as you see, it's all hooked up nicely, and now we can go ahead and move on to our next vent system. So for our next vent system, we're going to start from the security guard station again, and we're going to come right outside and start one away out from this wall. As you see, I came one out. It should already be here if you've put this in while building it. And we're literally just going to hook this area up right here to this area right over here where our two game stations are. See how it's right next to it? Literally, so all you have to do is just come out from the wall 2 times this time. I made sure to come out 2 from the wall. So see how I have a 1 gap from our vent system and our walling right here, and we're literally just going to hook this area up to right over here. It's that easy, guys. And then all you have to do is just put a nice little walling around it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one with you since it's a pretty small one. So we're just going to hook these 2 little areas up like this and like this. So the easy way to remember where this vent system right here is supposed to go is it should line up with the door on this side. See where our door is right here? It's going to line up perfectly with that door like that. And you're just going to come out one more, and that's going to be our other vent system that's going to be hooking up to over where our exit is. So first, let's go ahead and fill this all in right here. So now that we got that vent system put in, like I said before, all you have to do is line up this area with the door. As you see, it's lined up perfectly with the door on the inside, and then all you have to do is come out one like that, and this is going to be hooking up to all the way over here near the exit door. And the easy way to remember this one is once you go through to this side where the exit door is over there, it will match up perfectly with this doorway as well. Just remember to bring it out once so it doesn't match the walling and makes the vent system look bad. So now all we have to do is just go wrap this around and hook it up to that vent system right over there. And there you guys have it. The entire map is now finished. The vent systems and the security guard system. So now we can go through this little vent system right here. As you see, it should hook up to over here. It actually stays pretty bright inside these little vent systems right here, unless you put a ceiling on it. Wow, it gets really dark over here. But as you see, you can go through the entire vent system perfectly. Now, if you're using the plastic texture pack like I am, I highly recommend using stone as your ceiling block. But if you are not using that and you're just using anything, just make sure to make it like a kind of lightish, darkish, grayish color. Don't make it too bright, but it should be a nice gray color for the ceiling. So I usually like using stone on the plastic texture pack because it leaves that kind of like nice blocky looking feel to it. Obviously on normal texture packs and other ones, stone doesn't look like this, but as you see, it looks really good for the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 maps. But that's completely up to you guys. I leave the ceiling to you, so if you want to make it light, bright, and all that good stuff. But there you guys have it. You have now just built the entire Five Nights at Freddy's 3 map. So if you have not built the other 2, you can go ahead and check those ones out as well. And if you complete every single one, then that's just insane. And maybe you could stack them on top of each other and maybe make like a hotel or something out of Five Nights at Freddy's. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe, stay tuned with my newest videos, and I'll catch you in my next video, guys. Peace!